Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be reviewing this Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Dinoscape Roar Attack Ceratosaurus. Let's start. Yeah, I have nothing to say from the previous video, so let's just review this. First, the box. The box has a logo of Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous, as the Baryonyx box has the Dinoscape logo, the Carnotaurus tower print, Darius print. Here it shows 3 levels of sound. Again, 3 levels of sound. Netflix original animated series, Roar Attack, Ceratosaurus, and yeah, 4+, and Mattel, the H. And again, we have the same print as on the Baryonyx box. Right here, we have Sammy, Velociraptor Blue, Velociraptor Blue, and Ben has his Season 1 look on here, although all the characters on the box have their Season 4 and Season 3 looks. Although, why does Ben have his Season 1 look if all the characters have their Season 3 look? I don't know. And it has a Dinoscape logo and a Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous logo. And here we have another Dinoscape logo, another Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous logo, 3 levels of sound, in different languages, the Ceratosaurus print with its action feature, and yeah, Jurassic World Facts app right here. And empowering the next generation through play, Mattel. Is that their new logo? I don't know. And here are the other sets from the line. So that's all for the box. Let's unbox this greenish thing. Alright. Finally, I found a pair of normal schizosaurs, and now we can open this thing up. Let's cut these plastic thingies right here. And oh my god, it's so hard to cut it. Try like this. Right here. And the first part of the figure is out, but the tail is still in. It'll take me a while to open it up. Just give me a few billion years, please. Alright guys, here is our Ceratosaurus out of the box. And yeah, I actually opened it 2 days ago, and I waited 2 days to make this footage and to make this joke. Alright, that doesn't matter for us. Let's see the articulation first. The articulation on this figure is pretty articulatable. There is a lot of articulation. You can articulate the hands like this, back and forward, side to side, however you want to. You can articulate the legs back and forward, both of them in fact. And you can articulate the tail from side to side and up and down. The articulation is pretty neat for such a figure, and yeah, there's no more articulation, but there is also articulation. I don't know if you can count it, but it is with the jaw. But the jaw is related to the action figure, so I don't know. And basically, yeah, that's all that I wanted to say for the articulation of this figure. So, for the paint job of this figure, I won't have to talk a lot about the paint job because the figure is mostly one color, and that is green, as you can see. And there are a few other colors, but I'm also going to talk about them. So, as you already can see, the figure is painted mostly a dark green, which covers the body absolutely fully. It covers the whole body. The head, the body, the hands, the legs, the tail, everything is covered in green. And we can also see some black spots on the back, which run down from the head. And as always, they don't paint after the legs. I just don't understand why they don't do that, because it would be much more realistic if they did that. But maybe, as I said in the previous video, because this part is sitting in the box, that's why they don't want to paint it. Yeah, I think because of that. Now let's see the paint job on the head. We have a horn on the head, which is painted a white color. And we also have an eye, which is painted a yellow color with a black pupil. And inside we have a pink tongue, and the mouth has white teeth. And there's a little bit of paint slobbiness right here. They painted it incorrectly. They just splattered paint on the jaw. And I don't really like when they make these mistakes. Let's see here. Oh yeah, they also splattered a little bit of paint right here. I don't actually really like that when they do that, because that makes the figure less realistic, and as I think they really should stop doing that and like be more careful. And as usual, they never paint the claws. They absolutely never do. They didn't paint the claws on the feet, neither they did paint claws on the hands, and I don't like that. If they made it, it would have been just cooler. But now I'm thinking that the rating of this figure will be lower than it should have been. Alright, that's it for the paint job. Now we're gonna review the action feature. So guys, as every respectful Roar Attack carnivore, this Roar Attack action figure has the action feature, the 3 levels of sound action feature. And to activate it, we just have to push this button. That was the first level of the action feature. This is the second level of the action feature. And that's the third level of the action feature. On the third level of the action feature, the mouth opens as wide as it can, and it makes a long roar. Let's close it up. There is no sound when you close the mouth, only a snap from the jaws closing. And yeah, that's basically all for the action feature. It is simple, but is done very well. I really like this action feature, and I even think that Roar Attack is my favorite from Dino Escape. It's my favorite series from Dino Escape because it has a cool action feature, like with the roars and sounds and all that stuff. The Roar Attack action features are very cool. Alright, that's all for the action feature. Now, let's get to the comparison. My Ceratosaurus is ready for comparison, so let's compare it. First, we will compare it with the Claire action figure from Fallen Kingdom. As we can see, the Ceratosaurus is quite short compared to her. I don't know why. I would like him to be a little bit bigger and taller because he's just too short, as I think. Here it is compared with the Dino Escape Herrerasaurus, Hermione, and here it is compared with the Jurassic World Camp Cretaceous Ceratosaurus. The Ceratosaurus is actually quite short. I don't mean like short in thickness or like length. I mean that how tall it is, because yeah, just look at it. It's almost Claire is almost the same size as it. And that makes me feel very weird because Ceratosaurus is also one of my favorite dinos, and I think it should be a little bit, or at least bigger than this figure, because we already had a Ceratosaurus figure before and it was big enough. Beep. And our final comparison, we're gonna compare it to the Roar Attack Baryonyx. As we can see, the Baryonyx, for some magical reason, Baryonyx Chaos, is bigger than our Ceratosaurus. And I don't know why. Like, shouldn't the Ceratosaurus be bigger than the Baryonyx or something? I just don't understand why they made him so short. Alright, that's all for the comparison. Let's go and give the rating for this figure. We have now come to the final chapter of the video, the rating. And the rating for this figure will be, drumroll please, 9 out of 10. I'll give it a 9 out of 10 because it's in the top 5 of my favorite dinosaurs. And yeah, but it loses one of the points because it is not painted enough, as I think, and that goes for almost all Roar Attack carnivores. The ones that I will review in the future will also be probably losing rating points because they are not painted enough. I'm sorry, Mattel, but you should actually paint your figures more like to fit with my standards. But despite that, I still love this figure. It looks great, it looks amazing as I think, and the action feature fits it very well. Alright everyone, thanks for watching this video. As you can see, my whole gang is here, and we all want to ask you which dinosaur would you like to see in the next video, and we all want to tell you subscribe to my channel, leave a like under this video, leave a comment if you want to. Bye bye.